Morning, y'all. Wrapping up my recovery run, so I'm a little out of breath. Let's talk about the recovery run. Why am I doing one right now? Well, I did my second half marathon on Saturday. It was my third longest race so far, and it was a blast. I'm really proud of myself for what I did. I was trying to get down to 2 hours, but I still have some training to do before I can get there. But regardless, really proud of what I did. I managed to successfully shave, might even have been more, but at least 7 minutes off of my last half marathon a few months ago, which is huge. You can't expect to always PR, but when you do, and you don't just do it by a few seconds, you're shaving minutes off, it's an exhilarating feeling. It gives me the utmost confidence going forward that eventually I'll get there. 2 hours doesn't seem like out of the realm of possibilities anymore. So we're in recovery mode. Yesterday, I think I only got like 12 or 13,000 steps because my legs were a little sore. Like my quads a little bit, my inner thighs, like, were all not like screaming or anything, but they were definitely more sore. Sorry. The Rottweiler where I do my morning walks is out, and she's very vocal. But yeah, we're in recovery right now. We did a recover run this morning, got in 2 miles. Felt good. But I didn't want to push it because I still need to recover a bit. My legs are still sore. Not, like I said, not screaming. The first half marathon I did, the next day I was in, well, the next like 3 or 4 days I was in a lot of pain. Not, you know what, that sounds too dramatic. I wasn't in a lot of pain, but I was sore. My legs were sore. They felt it. This time, completely different. I woke up, actually, I think the day of the race, I finished the race with 26,000 steps, and before I went to bed, I was over 40, so nowhere near as bad as it was in March. It took me a few days to recover from that. This, not so much. We went walking on the beach the night after. I went swimming in the ocean for my first time ever. A few hours after the race. The people we went with were amazing. I cannot say enough positive things about it's one of my coworkers and her husband. I'm not going to say their names or put their names out there because it's not, I want to respect, but they're awesome people. We got to stay in this amazing beach house. It was like it took us like 3 minutes walking to get to the beach from where they were. And yeah, just completely amazing. I don't know how else to put it. It was only my 3rd time ever being at the beach, so really cool experience actually being able to swim in the ocean. And it was a little weird because, like, you know, it's towards the end of October, we're a week away from Halloween, and you would assume that it would be like super cold, but that was the exact opposite. The water was like, I don't know, 65-ish. And like, there were times where I was in the water and I was like, man, I'd rather be in here than out there right now with the wind blowing. But it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it again while it's like in season. But yeah, recovery was great. I think I did my nutrition and hydration a lot better this time. That could also have helped. In the past year, I've gotten better with my eating. Anyone that's followed my stuff, go back and look like 2 years from right now. I was suffering from an eating disorder. And I brought that up a few times in videos. There's reasons that I ended up that way, because I have like a body dysmorphia issue. No matter how thin I was getting, I still saw fat on my body, and it was something I had to deal with. It wasn't fun. But this past year, my weight hasn't really fluctuated at all. The only pounds that I've put on are muscle. I have a little bit more body fat now than I did 2 years ago, but 2 years ago I was down at, what did I get measured? I got measured a couple of times, and the lowest I got was 7.4, I think, percent body fat. And I was still trying to lose weight, but had nothing to really like show for it. Like, I wasn't like super muscular or anything, so I was chasing numbers that I didn't need to chase anymore, we'll say that. And the past year with me running, my nutrition has changed exponentially. I ate a lot more because I had to. And I know some people may take that out of context. I'm not saying I had to eat more because, like, I had to nourish my body. No, that wasn't it. It's that I'm running 6+ miles every morning. And in order for me to sustain that, I literally had to put more nutrition in my body, more calories. So the days that I do these, you know, higher mileage events, like when I did the Hinson Lake 24-hour race, I burned like probably between 9,000 and 10,000 calories that day, and my watch stopped tracking after 8,000 because I had to take it off along with my phone. Like, they both died. So at like 10 o'clock ish, I think it was 9:30, 10 o'clock, I had to take off the watch so it stopped tracking, and I was still going. So, you know, I really had to adjust. And that day, I honestly don't know how much I consumed because I wasn't able to like weigh everything out or anything like that. But I kind of just ate whatever the hell I wanted because I knew that I was burning. As long as it was vegan, I would eat it that day because I was just burning through everything so fast. And it's really helped me adjust my longer races knowing what, and not only what, but also like when to consume something, because you don't want to like powerhouse down a bunch of stuff as soon, right at the beginning of a race. You need to sustain it. And I prepped with excuse me, my throat keeps getting clogged, but I prepped this time with GU, like their little packs of runner gel that is basically just a hit of carbs, some BCAAs in it, even though, BCAAs that's a whole nother thing. But it's got those in it, and sodium. The big things that I look for are, the sodium, more or less, whatever electrolyte is in there, but mainly sodium, because you need to replenish that. It was like 45, 50 degrees when I started, so it was cold, but an hour into it, I'm absolutely just drenched underneath, because you heat up so much. And what you're sweating out is mostly sodium. There's other electrolytes in there that are also good to replenish, but the basis of what you're sweating out is water and sodium. You're not sweating out a bunch of toxins and all this other stuff that people promote. That's just not true. Your body is sweating out water, sodium, and I want to say magnesium and potassium, I think, are the other minerals that your body excretes during a running session. And the potassium and the magnesium are nowhere near as important. Well, you know what, let me rephrase that. Are nowhere near as high milligram count wise of what you're losing as sodium is. That's why I'm not a huge fan of the Prime recovery drink, whatever you want to call it. That's a whole nother topic that I'll talk about sometime. But if you want to save yourself some money, and it's not going to be as convenient or taste as good, but if you want to save yourself some money, water, salt. Put salt in the water, you'll be fine. Trust me, I did it all summer long this year and had a way better performance year through the summer with my training than I have previously. Now, I don't have a ton of time banked at all to really judge it off of, but I can say my performance this past year has been exponentially better than last year. And that was a huge reason why, is because I'm just hydrating my body better. My nutrition's a little, better. I'm not racking my brain over how many calories I'm eating in a day, because God forbid I gain a half a pound around race days. Like, the rest of the week, I'm really disciplined. I try not to go too crazy with my calories, because I don't want to put weight on that I don't need. So on a daily basis, I hover between, honestly, I'm probably between 2,000 and 2,500 right now. And I'll probably be more strict with that in the next few weeks, because right now I would like to recompose my body a little more. I did put on a little bit of fluff, nothing crazy. It was only like 2 or 3 pounds, but I want to use that to help my strength performance in the gym, because I'm working on getting my legs stronger to run better. That's a huge thing that I neglected before. I was so worried just on running and getting faster and faster and that kind of stuff that I kind of neglected really hitting the weights like I should have. So we've been doing that more. Working on the upper body, but I don't know how much bigger I want to get my arms, because you think about it, the more body weight you got to carry, the slower you're going to run. It's just naturally how it happens. That's why when you see people setting running world records like Eliud Kipchoge, he's not, for distance runners, he's not like jacked. He's a really thin person. And I'm not going to get like that thin, because I kind of like having some muscle. So, if I was in my teens and really striving to set records or something, it may be a little different. But where I'm at in life, the goals that I have, I'm happy for. And that's another thing. Give yourself achievable goals. I never go into a race with one dead set goal. I try and give myself achievable ones. Shaving 20 minutes off of my last half marathon was a big goal to have. And I tried my ass off. I couldn't do it. I don't care. And now, why is that? Because I don't feel defeated, because I also had another goal that I was striving for, and that was 215 or less. If that one didn't happen, I at least wanted to beat my first half marathon time, which I did. I wanted to get under 215. Guess what? Knocked that one out too. So pretty damn proud of myself. I'm not expecting to shave 20 minutes off of my half marathon times in less than a year of training, like every year, because if that was the case, I would be running a half marathon in a couple years in 20 minutes, and that is not reality. If it was, then I would be the world record holder. But yeah, give yourself achievable goals, set realistic expectations. There's times to overreach, don't get me wrong, there really is, but if you set your goals too crazy high, set the bar too crazy high, it can have a detrimental impact. And what's the point of me setting myself back any when I'm proud of what I've done and where I'm going, That's one of my words of advice to anyone that watches these videos. So right now we're in recovery a little bit. We'll probably do a little bit of a bigger run tomorrow before work. Hitting the gym tonight because I need to hit my upper body and chest and everything again, because I didn't have a chance to through the weekend. I was focused on getting this run out of the way, so my mental was in a different area. But we're going to go hit the weights tonight, some strength training, stretch a little bit and do another big run tomorrow. So yeah, I think that the reason I did recover better this time was just my nutrition was better. I kind of replenished any kind of carbs that I may have been missing. The 2 days before, the day before, both, I was, eating a little more than I normally would, because I knew that Saturday, typically after a race, I'm not very hungry for a while, so I wasn't sure exactly how much food I was going to be consuming on Saturday. So I pre-gamed some, and then yesterday I ate pretty much whatever I wanted, because Saturday I burned, I think it was like 4,500 calories in total after everything I did, which really did help the recovery. A lot of protein in there. That's the one thing I don't. There's 2 things you do not do race day, and that is, 3 things you don't eat race day. Don't load up on fiber, don't load up on protein, don't load up on fats. Why is that? Because it takes your body energy to break down protein. The last thing you want to do is expend energy on your body needing to just digest food. You want that energy to power you through your race. Fats, you don't want to do that, because fats take longer for your body to actually digest. Now, yeah, your body burns nothing transitioning fat to fat, but it takes longer for your body to actually break it down. Fiber is just good to fill you up and keep you regular. The one thing you want to really consume is carbs. Now I know that there's carbophobes out there, but you're not going to find any that are actual runners, because it just makes absolutely no sense. Especially through the race, you want carbs in your body. That's your body's energy, and that's why I have such an issue with keto, because the science is there and showing that your body's natural, go Phillies, your body's natural energy source is carbohydrates. That's our species specific energy source. So why the heck would I cut those out, especially on race day? Makes no sense. You don't see, again, people like Eliud Kipchoge, or any runner really. You don't see them cutting out carbs, because it's just stupid. Take it however you want, but it is. It's a dumb move. But I'm gonna wrap this up and call it a day, because I gotta get in until the next one. Have a good day. We'll be doing more content, race focused. I'm out.